How did you even get signed with Agency 99? Did you meet Jeezy already, or you ain't
Actually,
met him
no, no,
yet?
no. We met through, it was online. There was a series of like World Star posts that were posted of me that I really didn't even know how they got posted. Well, it was like the old people that I was with. And Boo Rossini, he's like a good friend of the agency. He's the one who kind of like reached out and they kind of want to do like some joint stuff. And then we ended up like really clicking on like, just
Who's Boo? Is he an artist or is he a producer?
he's like a lot of things. He's like an entrepreneur, A&R. Like he's just a real solid dude, and he's like he's good at like finding talent and stuff. He's from Mississippi. He's a real cool dude, real down to earth. But he was the first one that reached out, and then from then, I was introduced to the whole agency, and then we just like clicked, and it was history from then on out.
Damn, that's lit. Damn,
Yep.
everybody trying to take you through memory lane. Somebody else talking about something. Do you remember we talked? You guys, once Noah got signed, he doesn't remember any of you. So please
Amnesia.
leave him alone.
CTE. I don't remember.
So please leave him alone.
Oh my
Are
goodness.
you from Atlanta?
Actually, no. I moved here in 2013. Moved here in 2013.
Okay, so
That
you
was my.
from
I was
where you from?
born in Kissimmee, Florida. I
Oh, I
stayed
went
there.
there on vacation.
Yeah, it's like fucking Disney County. It's tourist. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? I stayed there till I was like 4. Then we moved to Charlotte. I lived in Charlotte most of my life. Moved to Myrtle Beach, Wilmington, back to Charlotte, and then I
Damn.
moved here. Yeah.
You're like every place I've been. My people are from Wilmington. My uncle Nate used
Wow.
to do radio in Charlotte. You know Nate Quick? You might
I
have
don't
been
think
too
so.
young.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
he's a little older, but he passed away, Lord. Please rest his soul.
Oh,
He's actually the reason I started doing radio. So I
really?
found you on Pandora, and they have you under a lot of white artists. Do you ever get that a lot? Like you're next to Russ, G-Eazy, Logic, Mike. Oh, I see Drake. You're next to Drake. Do you
Wow.
do you feel like you get grouped because of your skin tone, or is that a sound that I'm just not familiar with?
I don't know. There's probably a rhyme or reason behind that to everybody else, but I definitely think, I mean, the music that I haven't had the chance to put out yet, which is actually going to be coming out at the beginning of next month, I feel like it's definitely going to put me into a different space, sonically, to where it's like it's not really a color, but like behind, it's really just like a different. It's not really a genre either. It really rides a weird line.
How you don't have a genre?
I don't. It's really hard to explain. Like it's R&B ish, but rap ish. But it's also, I don't know. It's just,
Drake?
I wouldn't compare it. I wouldn't compare it to Drake. But I mean, honestly, any comparisons to him would be like, oh my
Pretty
god,
great.
thank you so much.
Pretty
Yeah, like
damn good.
yeah, like if you want to do that, like I won't knock you. Like that's a
Yeah.
compliment, But I don't know. I definitely want to do things to separate myself, not only just from like the race barrier stuff, but just like the boxes of genres too. With my music, I really want to try to like bring something new to the table. So I'm,
Would you suggest that for all artists, or do you feel like maybe you choose a lane and stay in it, or should everybody try to create their own lane?
well, that's the one thing is it's hard to stick out if you're trying to follow what's hot. So I think the people who really trailblaze and like really create movements are the people who try to be a little more experimental and like when Kendrick Lamar put out the Pimp a Butterfly, like
Nobody did
and
that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, and
Nobody
that was
told no
not.
story throughout their whole album. Like niggas told a story.
And not only that, just solely based on the production, he's infusing jazz, like two genres, jazz and hip hop. That's like it's never been done in that way before. And it was just like and as many people that like my age that didn't understand it and didn't like it, like real music enthusiasts, like understand the genius in that. And I feel like um, being different is always going to be respected. I feel like always doing your own thing is always going to be respected. I mean, and sometimes what you like to do might not be that different, but as long as you're making what you like, I feel like that's
But wait a minute, because maybe you can speak from a place of making it. Because sometimes when you're trying to get noticed and you're being too different, they go, I don't know what to do with this artist, so I can't sign them. So would you suggest that for new artists who haven't been signed?
well, there's definitely a bit of like spoon feeding the people like what you really like your overarching goal of where how like you want to take it because obviously if you go super experimental right off rip, you're gonna go over people's heads. So like there
Mm-hmm.
definitely is an element of having to play to the fans, and like that I don't. People say that's selling out, but I don't think that's selling out because fans are the only thing that's going to make your career. So I feel like if you were to, give them a steady, slow slope and kind of introduce them to yourself and then take it because that's what Kendrick Lamar did. His first album wasn't crazy off the wall like To Pimp a Butterfly was, but I feel like when you get that die-hard following, that's when you can really, get into your own element.
So sell out at first and then become yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put
I'm
it
kidding.
as I wouldn't even put it as sellout. Just try to get people's attention. Getting people's attention is very important.
Absolutely.
Doing the remixes, getting ears is definitely at the beginning of your career going to be the most important thing. So I would never knock that for people playing to what's hot just at the beginning.
But then y'all got to get out of that and find your own sound, right?
Yeah, especially if you make it, you're gonna get all that money. You're gonna get, studio time. You're gonna have time to really find out who you are.
Right. Because sometimes you don't have time to sit there for hours and hours and create because it's like $60 an hour, bro.
Exactly.
Do you have that money?
Yeah, exactly.
You're right about that.
Shift at Papa John's at 7 a.m.
Like, I can't be here. That's the pizza spot you was at?
No, I worked at Marco's actually.
I like Marco's.
Yep, Marco's Pizza.
Does this sound familiar?
Yeah, that's 2017 Noah right there.
Dang, this 2017? This don't sound too bad. This was before you got signed?
It was like I made that in my bedroom before I got signed. Yes, then we remade it after I got signed.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what you're talking about.
Can you go on? You can look up.
If it ain't free, no, I cannot do it. No.
No, yeah, it's on YouTube.
I'm kidding.
It's on YouTube. It's called Crime.
Crime. Okay.
By Scharf.
Okay. This is the most recent song. You can give us no new music.
Yeah, this is the most recent one. I can play some new stuff. I'm trying to.
I want to hear this new Noah that you're talking about. I want to see where you're going.
Yeah, the one that Crime is definitely the new Noah, new and improved.
Isn't that a beautiful thing? Would you suggest that you start improving before you get started? Sometimes people hate everything they put out, so they don't put out anything.
Yeah.
So should you just put it out, or should you improve and then put out?
I think you should. I mean, honestly, in today's day and age, I would say maybe that would be like a different take 10, 15 years ago. But now there's 50,000 songs getting posted a day, So like you might as well just put it out. And in my opinion, now the more you put out now, the better. Honestly.
Period. Dang, I was listening to it. This is it, right?
Yep.
I was listening to an interview with one of the Wayans brothers, and he said he's so sick and tired of everybody just putting their art out there. You got to work on your craft and then put it out there. And I was like, should I do that? Or should I just keep doing what I've been doing that got me all these followers?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? There's no wrong way to do it.
But it's spoken like an old head telling you to just wait.
Yeah, waiting's not going to do anything now.
Yeah, you got a lot of subscribers. Did you have a lot of a following before you got signed, or did they help you get your fan base?
Not really. The first time, because I was with a different situation before, after these couple World Star videos that got posted like 2017, it's like
you took out.
Yeah, it all happened after that. Yeah.
Somebody said, "We ready for that album, man."
It's coming!
Exclamation points.
It's coming.
Let's listen to this. I'm gonna read these comments.
Rachel, I love you.
So you know her. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I love Rachel.
Howard said you the goat and the dolphin. Oh, Hayden said you the goat dolphin.
The goat dolphin. I look like a dolphin. I'm built like a dolphin.
Let's see my question. All right, let's talk about somebody who want to tell you that you their cousin. This your cousin for real?
Who's my cousin?
Leonardo Scharf.
You got the last name, baby.
He said he's Brazilian.
Oh, shit. I don't think we're cousins.
Oh, sorry.
That's like
a
German-ass last name, though, so like, maybe.
I know, right? Scharf is not Brazilian, bro.
No.
Oh, no problem, Adora girl. Just tell Adora, what do you need to know? Because I love you more, boo. And it says it's taking you straight to the top, but you haven't asked any questions, girl. What do you need to know for your career, boo? I like
What?
this. April 10th. Damn, you just put this out.
Yeah, this is
Yo, that's
brand
my
new.
sister's birthday.
Really?
Yes.
That's crazy. This actually, one of my friends, their birthday too. I didn't even know. So I posted on their day and they're like, what the hell?
That's lit. All right. That year and a half we didn't hear from you. Damn. What was you going through for a year and a half?
Like I said, you signed the first thing that came to my lap and I paid the price. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to leave it there.
You have to tell us the lessons at the very least that you've learned, so anybody thinking about it, trying to get to it, can see those warning signs before they cross.
Yeah, just don't have a real estate lawyer look over your entertainment contract. That's all
With
you
your
need to know.
sister stupid.
No, real shit. And like honestly, I was so dead set on like the words being signed. I was like, fuck this. I don't care. Like I'll lose the
You
money at
sound
the
like my
beginning.
stupid ass.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even care. I didn't even care.
Damn. Unfortunately, I too signed the stupidest contract.
Really?
Unfortunately, I too. And actually, you did good. I had no lawyer. I was like,
Fuck
it
it.
sounds right. I think it's all good.
Oh my goodness.
Let me just get on these airwaves real quick.
Yeah.
It'll work out.
So how's that with radio? So that's like a whole different lane. I feel like. What are the contracts like? Like, are they long term or?
Child, if you sign a long-term contract, you're doing amazing. You know, they like to start you off with a year, 2 years, just so they can get a feel for what you can actually bring to their radio station. So if you're signing a 5-year contract, you the man.
Oh
And
shit! Okay.
if you're signing a 5-year contract, you better really know who you're signing with, because you can be in a 5-year badass relationship that you hate.
Ooh.
And you want to kill yourself and you're like, oh my God. So I would never go over 2 years.
Yeah,
Even if
that's
I
scary.
do like the company, I don't like committing. So it's not that great. There's also a non-compete in our contracts. So if you are an artist, that means you can't perform anywhere in Georgia for 3 to 6 months after you leave that record label.
Yeah.
Because they don't want you going to the new station and taking those people. And yeah, so
Wow.
it sucks. It really sucks.
So it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar.
Is it? Y'all have a non-compete?
Well, I'm saying just like as far as like terms, like a 5-year term right now would scare the living hell out of me. Like, yeah, I like that. 5 years right now, like I'll be 27. That's like 10 years in the industry. It's like 20 years in the industry, really.
Okay, because I was about to say, I don't know if you've taken media training, but you never say your age out loud.
Never?
Never. Have you taken media training?
No, never. No.
And they have you on here with me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a beast. I made Mary J. Blige cry. I would not come on here with me. Are you crazy? Whoever sent you out here, I'm a shark. Okay?
Well, I'm a shark.
You're a shark? How you gonna be a shark? I'm a damn shark.
I said Scharf with the F.
All right.
Yeah. Bars. I have a song that says, do the math, I was born in 98. So it's like.
Oh, okay. So you just told everybody.
It's cool. I'm 22, y'all. How you doing?
Okay. Well, it's great right now because 22 is the age they want you to be. But even like Ray Shrimmer, and this is something I'm sure I'm not supposed to tell anybody, but I'm the media. That's what I do. They came on in Cleveland and told how old one of them was. And the other one was like 10 years over the other one. And the person pulled them out of the room. They're, what do they call the A&R person who's walking around with them, telling them what to and what not to say. And he came back in and adjusted his age. And we were like, too late, bro. You got it.
It's over.
And every time I look at him, I'm like, dude, you are really playing this young thing up. You are not young at all. So 22 is the age they want you to be. But when you get to 27, like you said, that's like 45.
Yeah.
Then you got to keep saying you're 22.
That's insane though. Like just how like just a number like that. Like that's what I'm talking about. Selling an image too. Like is more important than anything now. It's like even just how old you are simply can define if you sell records or not.
Isn't that kind of crazy? It's
Wow.
like they don't want you to be too old or they can't groove with you because you're not with the culture. But that's not true.
It's not true at all.
Oh, somebody said they love anal. So that's what's up.
Wait, who?
_ Treyon said, we love anal.
No, no. Why
You
do I
got some
always
real
get?
crazy people over here,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. Why do I get these cats in my fucking? This is why I don't go live, dude. People are fucking wild.
No, your people are wild. My people ask me
How do you
about
know that's not
media.
one of yours? Okay.
I know it ain't one of mine. Nigga, I go live every week and don't
Yo,
nobody say
said
nothing.
that. Like, what the fuck,
All right,
dude?
well, someone said, Mo, you a shark, but I'm a wolf. How long is your foot, Noah?
Size 13.
All right, great.
Cool.
Wait, is that what you say, or is that really how big your foot is?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I'm size 13. When I was like a sophomore in high school, I was like 5'8", and I wore like a size 12 and a half, and they called me bricks because I was wearing boats on my feet, dude.
Oh, I had big feet too. I
Yeah.
understand. And as a woman, it is way less attractive. I'll tell you that it does not mean my hands are big, if you know what I mean. It doesn't. I'm telling you right
Oh,
now.
I'm
Yes, it's the
dead.
trolls. Thank you, Jay Chancellor. Please sing your song "Wavy." Can we get a little acapella?
Acapella wavy? That's like, come on, that's like cringy. That's like TikTok culture. I
I don't
can't
know
do
how
that.
it goes. Someone just asked. How does it go? Let me look it up.
I'm so wavy. There's a video of me recording it on YouTube.
What do you
I wonder,
mean?
if, I wonder if that's still on YouTube. Actually, I kind
You
of want to see.
recording the actual song in the studio?
Yeah,
Oh, that's kind of lit. It went lit like that where they put it up on YouTube.
yeah. It was one of the World Star
Let
ones.
me see.
It
I
was one of the
don't
World
see
Star
it. I'm
things.
on YouTube right now, but I just see covers. Oh, Euro got it? Oh, I know Euro. Shout
Yeah,
out to
that's
Euro
the
got it
bro.
up this bitch.
Yeah, we made that song. We made that song. In one of his friend Ado's basement, and he
Oh, it's
made
a
the beat
basement
too.
song that went lit like that?
Yep, and then we re-recorded it at Blue Room.
See, those are the best songs. The ones that are done in somebody's closet, you know what I'm saying? With the clothes being y'all sound barriers. Like,
Yep.
that's the best songs right there.
Yeah, it's
Where
the
y'all
most
shoot? Oh,
organic shit.
Miami. Y'all shot the video in Miami.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you pay for that? Does your label pay for stuff like that? Tell me how that works.
Yeah, well back then I didn't pay for any of that stuff back then. Yeah, no.
No. Okay.
Nada.
Okay,
Yep.
honey. You heard the man. Get you a label.
I mean, we're still kind of moving like, a little freely though. I feel like what's your opinion on like labels, importance on like blowing up artists now that like we have TikTok and like
Right.
Instagram and shit. Like what do you think? Do you think it's completely necessary for artists to still go do the
I
major
think
thing?
just like we were saying when it comes to even studio time, yeah, you have a great Instagram, but are you getting paid from your Instagram? Can your
Yeah.
Instagram afford you to be in the studio all night and to go
Yep.
to Miami to shoot a video? I feel like a label, and I'm not a musician, this is just me being around a lot of artists. If you have the money behind you, don't sign. If you need
Yeah.
money, sign.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think that they're boosting you. But what a label does do, and I'm sure I'm not supposed to say this either, but I'm me, so I'm
Fuck
gonna
it.
do it. The label is the one who keeps those great relationships with radio stations. Noah Scharf coming into a radio station saying, I have 300,000 followers. We're not playing your shit, bro. I don't
Yeah.
care how many followers you have. We don't
Doesn't
know you.
matter.
You don't have a repertoire with our people. Our audience doesn't know you. And even if they do, you can't prove to us that it does unless you have the stream numbers to prove it.
Yep.
So you don't have that relationship with us. So you can't come and step to us and say that. But your label, nigga, they was over there when Tupac was over there. They've been talking to these niggas for years and years and years and years. So they already have that understanding. They just got to make a phone call. I got this new artist. His name is Noah. He's coming to perform at the House of Blues. Can you get him on the morning show to do an interview
Yeah.
and play his song? You don't
Yeah.
have to say nothing. You just walk
Not
straight
shit.
in. So
Yep.
if you need a big brother on your shoulder to give you money, to give you contacts, do it. If this is your city and you know how
And
it
you know
all works,
everybody already.
do
Yeah.
your thing.
Fuck it.
Unless you're trying to get in other cities too, because they don't just know the niggas in Atlanta. They know everybody
Everywhere.
everywhere. So if you
Yeah.
want that button up, push the button and your stuff go everywhere, get a label.
Yeah. It's
Have
definitely a
somebody to rep
shortcut.
you.
It's a shortcut to get you in the rooms you need for sure. Like that's
It's
the
a super shortcut.
yeah. And especially like with invoices too, and like getting people like when people need like to get paid and stuff. When you have a major, it's just getting flushed out. That's another
Absolutely.
thing.
Like producers, and you can put your
Exactly.
homeboys on. You want to get your homeboys paid? Say, okay, you can sign me, but I want my own producer and I want this guy. You
Yep.
know, because they can even pay the people around you the times that you weren't able to pay them. You got a lot of friends that do it off the strength because they believe in you, but who wouldn't want to get paid?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
This is really like, I think I've heard this song actually.
Yeah, it was it did all right a couple years ago.
Oh, 2018.
Yep.
Okay. Do you only drop in April? This is another April drop.
That was in April? Wow, I didn't even know
Mm-hmm.
that. I didn't even know that.
Interesting. That would be lit if you started a trend. Only drop a certain month of the year. Boy, people will be waiting on that shit, boy.
Yeah.
Oh
Be
my
like,
God, is that the real Hulk Hogan?
yeah, dude.
How did y'all get him in your
Dude,
video?
dog. Okay, so I was riding that moped down. We actually, it wasn't Miami. Now that I think about it, that's a different video that we filmed in Miami. Is it Clearwater? I don't know if it's
It's somewhere
Clearwater.
tropical.
It's somewhere in Florida, but he has like a museum. Like there's a Hulk Hogan museum. I shit you
He
not.
don't have no whole museum now.
Swear, it's like it's a little exhibit, and there's like a wax figure of him outside, right? And I shit you not, I'm riding this moped, and they're filming me on a go-kart, and my bro DJ is high as hell, and fucking, I swear to God, as we're passing his wax figurine, he's like, "Yo, that's Hulk Hogan," and in a truck, passes by, Hulk Hogan flips the deuces at us, bro. Like as we pass the exhibit,
So where
he
the
was
hell
like,
y'all get this pizza to give him?
I hawked him down on the moped, and I was like, yo, shoot a video, Hulk, I need you. I was talking to him while we were driving. I was like, bro, please, please.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, and he pulled over, and he fucking gave us a clip to put in the video. That shit was insane.
That is lit. I'm like, what the hell is this? He in the car. Where did they get this guy?
It was the most random shit of all time, dude.
Y'all should have started the video off with this nigga. That is so lit.
We should have made him the thumbnail, damn it.
Nigga, wait.
He got more views.
With his little mustache.
Hey, brother. I'm wavy, brother. That motherfucker, but he sounds, that's literally how he says all sentences.
I seen his reality show with his daughter. Like, that is how he talks. He was on the ground crying, drinking alcohol. I was like, yo, alcoholic? The Hulk Hogan is an alcoholic?
He gets wild. He was saying some wild shit, dude.
Oh, hell no. Somebody asked for new music. It's coming. When is it coming?
It's coming 3 weeks.
Oh, wow. 3 weeks? We should have did this a little later then.
I know. We can do it again.
Can we?
Yes.
Oh, now y'all ain't pay that much now. Just calm down. I'm kidding. He didn't pay. He didn't pay.
Oh, he didn't? Okay. Cool.
Just kidding.
Only if you would want to. Only if you like me enough.
Yeah, we'll see, Chad. You started following me, so I guess I'll follow you back.
Hey, I was waiting on that. I was like, I'm a charmer. I know she didn't follow me back, but I'm a charmer on this live.
Shut the hell up. Brandon said, Brandon Noleman, sorry, I fucked your name up. He says, I heard that you signed a toaster for your old deal and you had a space fish stealing.
Yeah, yo.
Is he talking bullshit? What is he talking about?
I don't know.
Okay, it almost sounded like it was going to be a real sentence because it started off with, I heard you signed. And then as I was reading before I said it out loud, I was like, where is he going with this?
That man is doing dabs. That man is off the shits.
Who's your favorite producer to work with right now?
My boy Gib DJ, for sure.
Gib. I'm going to check Gib out. I'm going to follow him.
I'll send you his Instagram.
You see this question on the screen?
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
I don't see it.
How the hell don't you see it? But it says, what do you think of 6ix9ine? He said Mo, but I want to ask you.
You know what's crazy is what I think about 6ix9ine is that everybody has an opinion on 6ix9ine. And like I guess he wins. You know what I'm saying?
I know,
like,
right? He's definitely winning right now.
Whether you hate him, if you hate him or you love him, like he's still,
because you still tuning in. His video was the first video on YouTube.
Yeah, if you have an opinion about him, like he's winning.
Did you see the new video?
I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw he broke the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
Isn't it kind of crazy? Isn't it a little bit? Because all the time you hear growing up, snitches get stitches, bruh. Snitches get stitches, bruh. And you be like, ooh, I can't snitch, Lord. If I snitch, they gonna hate me. And then this Negro snitched the whole world, like on a real life game.
Yeah.
And now he's out doing numbers. It
I
make
think
you go, oh, maybe I should have snitched yesterday.
I think, and I talked about this yesterday briefly. It was like, as soon as he went in, like as soon as he went into jail, I knew in my head, I was like, if he gets out,
He gonna be the biggest thing
he
popping.
is going to have the most eyes on, because we want to know like what the foot, like what's he doing? You know what I'm saying? And he did, and he got out, and he got 2 million people on an Instagram live. Like,
That is so ridiculous. Because we
yeah,
really just want to see, what are you gonna say? Is someone gonna come on your live and shoot you in the head? We just want to know what's gonna happen to you.
insane,
Somebody
absolutely
said he
insane.
passed Eminem's YouTube record.
Holy shit.
Golly. God,
Holy.
do you ever feel like you might have to stand in a shadow of an Eminem or an MGK?
Well, every time I'm out in public, I get approached, and get called MGK at least 4 or 5 times. So already happens.
No, but like, not because you're white. You guys actually look alike.
Yo,
You
first
actually
time,
look alike.
first time I was ever in a strip club, I was there promoting my shit. First time I was ever in a strip club, I had a little rag over my head. 3 strippers walked up to me, they're like, "Oh my God, are you MGK?" I was like,
Oh my
"Hell
God.
yeah!" I was like, "I'm a
You did
wild
not.
boy. I'm a wild boy." I swear to God.
Don't be trying to use his shine.
Hey, fuck it. I was young. I still had hair.
Bro, somebody say like a golden retriever, bro. Shout out to Luke Weimer. That was a good one.
Boy, chill. Chill out.
Oh my God. Ruben said, yeah, you do look like that white nigga. But he's also white, so all right. Thanks, Ruben.
Yes.
Your followers are mean
Perfect.
as hell, bro. They're
Dude,
like
I
really
don't
mean.
understand this. I'm telling you, this is why I don't go live.
And they're like talking crap, but they love you because they're on here watching you. So I'm like really confused.
Fuck
My
it.
people know if you say something about me, I'm snapping on you. Number one. Number two, you don't say nothing about me because I'm already snapping before I even, say anything. So you're like, why would I do that to myself? Oh, but
Yeah, I
you a
just
good
don't.
lighter rapper. Hayden said you're his favorite, and Valerie said we love Noah.
Valerie.
Oh, you know her?
Valerie. Yeah, Valerie's dope.
Yeah, maybe you should just start saying hey to people, even if you don't know who they are. Just be like, oh, such and such. That's what I did. I just be like,
I
oh,
haven't even
nice to
been
meet you.
looking. I haven't even been looking.
That's crazy. I love comments. The only great thing about going live is that people can be here with you. I do lots of interviews where we're in the room and then we play it later, but I've never, well, until recently with this whole COVID thing, I've never done interviews where while you're doing the interview, they can comment on the interview. Like, it is the most
Yeah,
amazing thing.
that is actually, and that's actually like, you might be honest, like, that might be the future of this shit.
Yeah, right? I'm never going to stop live. Even when we can get to touch each other, I'm never going to see you, bro. You're always going to
Yeah,
be like this.
yeah.
You say,
That's
yeah, you're okay with
smart.
that?
That's smart though, because that's, like I said, like the future, and it's like everything's changing with the way we're doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see why not it would switch over to this.
So I think they're asking you about a lyric in your song. It says, hey, man, what did you mean by Campbell gonna need 2 cups and, oh, man.
Because he's gonna get fucked up.
What does that mean?
He's gonna need 2 cups of whatever the fuck we're drinking, because he's gonna get fucked up.
Oh, I see. Double cup.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody tried to help you out and say Campbell is soup. He meant you need 2 cups of soup, means it's a lot of soup.
I need the soup, man. I need the chicken broth. I'm trying to stay healthy.
Girl, what the hell do you have you ever had, and be honest, have you ever had someone write for you?
No.
Do you
Well, so there's like an instance where Gibby sent me a beat, and the name of the beat, as soon as it like dropped, I just said the name of the beat, and I was like, oh, that's the hook. Shit like that. But
okay.
like, as far as like pop music is concerned, like, like when I'm rapping, like as far as like on my hip hop shit, when I'm rapping, I will never let anybody write for me.
Why? Because a lot of rappers do it and they're okay with it.
Well, for me, like I'm kind of OCD a little bit about that type of shit, but like when it comes down to like me like rapping, yeah. But like when I'm trying to make crossover stuff and we're like trying to like pitch records for like other people, of course, like we'll sit down 3 people and try to write some shit.
Yeah, because honestly, and that's a reason why when you're dealing with radio stations, we can't just go off the strength of who you are and even your Instagram followers, because we go on focus groups.
Yep.
We look at numbers when we're playing records. We treat it like a business. We're not playing what we like to hear. we're playing what we think other people like to hear. So it definitely makes sense. If you're trying to make a hit record, you got to get a group of people to know the census.
Yep.
Does everyone like this? It's not
Yeah.
about what I like, what Noah likes, what she likes. It's about what we all think, because we want
Yeah.
this to sell.
Yep. And the more ears, the better. You can never expect to just only have a whole project through your ears, you know, and think you accurately can know the singles and like what people are gonna like, because you're ear blind to shit. Like when you sit in a room and spend 3 or 4 hours hearing something on a loop and you make a song, like I feel like people with fresh ears they're gonna have such a different connection to it when they first hear a finished product. Yeah.
And even with a bad song, sometimes when we're playing a really bad song on the radio and we know it's the label that called and asked us to put this really bad song, by the 5th time I hear it, I'm dancing. I kind of like it a little bit now. I'm like, okay, well, it ain't that bad.
Yeah.
But the first time you hear those new ears, you're like, oh, this is trash. Like that diss song Cardi B made to Offset.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, it was terrible. It was like her second hit. And I'm like, how is this a hit, man? It was just the worst. And you could tell she wrote it by herself because it was just not that good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You ended up liking it, though.
And, well, yeah, I started singing it. I can't help it.
How it goes.
Campbell King says, would you rather make a song with 50 Cent or Lil Dicky?
50 Cent? Are you kidding me? That's
hey,
Kyle.
Lil
That's
Dicky is a creative genius. 50 Cent is cool.
50 Cent, like, he took over for a little minute there.
Yeah. He did.
That's like that, because that's just, for me, like, that's just a part of, like, that's a staple in hip-hop history.
But have you listened to Lil Dicky's lyrics, though? I mean,
he's hilarious.
You can tell he reads a million books. He knows words I've never thought about learning.
I think he's more than a rapper, though, you know?
What do you mean?
I mean, like, when I first saw, what was that one where he's like, the brain got to poop. Fucking, you know what I'm talking about?
He thinks about, and that is, it makes a sense. It's a concept. Yeah,
Shit like that, like skits, like, and it's like a skit song. Like, that's just genius. That's just.
Brandon feels like Lil Dicky is more you, though. 50 Cent is too hard. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know. I feel like me and 50 can make some crazy shit if that were to ever happen. It probably will never happen, but if.
Don't say that, because you on this live, you're going to be on another live, and then hell, 50 Cent going to call you.
50 Cent, he's smart with the internet.
He really is.
Yeah,
he's smart with a lot of right. I mean, it's not just music. It's not just what he's doing. Speaking of, do you ever think about trying to cross over from music into acting?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I want to, and I also, like when I was little too, like a big passion of mine was like, I loved like the scores behind movies. And
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
You listen to the moment that it makes you feel like, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking, who's behind there choosing this?
Yeah, exactly. If you watch a movie with no music, you're going to be like,
yeah, the music creates the feeling and make you cry when you didn't even want to cry.
Yeah. It's the music, dog.
It's the music.
It's the music. I want to get into that so bad. I would love to do stuff like that.
Well, when you have an entire record label behind you, do they give you other opportunities, or do they help you about like stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying our best to get our foot in the door and stuff like that. It's definitely going to be a gradual process. But we're definitely trying to force our hand in that as well.
Okay, and when you say we, what kind of team do they equip you with?
We're kind of like, we're not through a major, so we're just kind of like we have the connections that we need. It's basically like.
But I thought Agency 99 was Jeezy's label.
Yeah, it is.
He's not a major label?
No, we're not through a major. No.
I don't get it. What's the difference?
Well, it's just not a part of. It's like manually run. It's not a part of the three like Warner or Atlantic or Interscope or any of those.
Oh, you mean like a big? So
no,
he's
yeah.
independent
it's
with
a label.
his record label.
It's a label, but it's just not
a corporation.
Yeah, it's just not a major.
Okay, that's like my radio station. Drop that. It was like Streets is independent. It's owned by a man. And now I used to work for Radio 1. Radio 1 is owned by a corporation.
Yep, just like that.
So they're able to do way more stuff.
Yep.
And that means you guys also have less money behind you then.
Yeah, but I mean, and like it is now too, it's like like a whole marketing campaign. You could have a whole marketing campaign nowadays, or you could have a Twitter video blow up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nowadays,
Same
it's
thing. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
you don't something anomalies happen in music, especially like even with Lil Nas, like when he blew up, like it was a meme of like the Red Dead Redemption shit. I remember the first time I heard the Old Town Road shit, it was a meme on Twitter. Like I didn't know the song yet, and then it
Mm-hmm.
start like that got 150,000 favorites, and then the song there was more memes with the song, and then it's like all
So
happened at
then
once.
why, Noah, why go with the label? You tell me, because I answered the label question. You tell me now.
No, that's why I asked you. Is I don't.
I think you don't know.
You know what I'm saying? I like there. I feel like either or now is like it's picking your poison.
Oh
It's picking your poison at this
no.
point. I mean,
Oh.
you can stick to your guns. Wait out. I mean, there's definitely going to be more manual work, and there's probably going to be a lot more work behind being independent.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you're down for that, I feel like it's always up to the person. It's up to the person behind making the music.
Yeah.
But
So do they? So they haven't given you media training, because with a major label, that's the first thing you're going to do. They're not
really,
going to put you in front of me, because I'm telling you, the industry knows who has the mouth to ask the questions they're not supposed to ask. So if
yeah,
you were an artist coming to my radio station to interview with me on my show, there would be someone who sends out your bio, a list of questions, and then when you get there, they're going to tell you the things that you're not talking about. Noah's not
yeah,
talking about his daughter he's not taking care of. Noah's not talking about his baby mama who just blasts him on the internet. And do
yeah,
not ask Noah about his mom, because he's not talking about her, right?
yeah,
And then they'll tell you, Noah, if she asks you about your mom, don't tell her that you put your mama on food stamps or something like that, you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So they're supposed to give you training to, because they don't want you to tell me your age and the stuff you're not doing and things like that. So do they give you PR, A&R, your own producer? Like, what are the things that they've given you to equip yourself?
They've given me the connections. They've given me the like literally like the best connections possible that I needed to make music. Like I found like they gave me like I linked up with this engineer John, who ends up being like one of my best friends, only person I really trust, like mixing
Oh.
my stuff. And then he links me with and like really like and then I have a studio space too. You know, they help me out on a lot of things. So like really like the making music side of it and like what that's pretty much the only thing that I'm like really adequate at. I feel like that's bulletproof. Like they've
Mm.
really helped me out on that side. So
That's good.
yep.
So I guess maybe with a major they would be even more inclusive, but it sounds like at the very least you're not struggling trying to make your music. The whole struggling artist, you got to work your pizza joint, you got to go to
No, no.
not the label, the studio, stay up all night.
No, yeah, yeah. I mean I go to the studio and stay up all night, but it's free. So
No, I mean stay up all night and then have to go to work the next day.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got fired from like 5 jobs in the span of a year.
Why?
Cause it would
You're
be like
sleepy.
it would be 7:30. I've been up all night. I have a shift at 8, and I'd be like, "Well, I'm not fucking going." I just
Yeah,
go to
I'd
bed.
fire your ass too,
I
bro.
just go to bed. That's how it
Damn.
was.
But
But
now you don't have to work?
no, no. But what's crazy though is like the last job that I got, which was the pizza job. Like that's how I met the dude who signed me.
You're
So
kidding. How?
yeah, swear to God. The manager, he was doing his runs with the delivery boys, and my song just happened to be playing when he got in the car. He's like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Me." He was like, "Bullshit." And I was like, "He's like, play more." I was like, "Okay."
The
Played it
manager?
more. Yeah, the manager, he heard my stuff and he was like, I'm gonna call a dude I used to know because he used to own a bar in Valdosta. He's like, we used to throw parties with this
And now
dude.
he's a manager?
Yeah.
All right. We won't talk about it. Go ahead. So who you
And
call?
then calls this dude and he's like, you should set up a consultation with him. He does music management shit. Boom.
Damn.
Over.
You see how life works? Sometimes you just got to keep going. You don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen, you
Yep.
know? Like, I'm sure you was trying to work the internet real hard and stuff. How were you getting your music out there?
It was just SoundCloud. I was just doing
That's it?
SoundCloud. That was it. I had a decent following on SoundCloud though. I was doing pretty good. I was doing all right.
And how did you get those followers on SoundCloud?
It was really word of mouth shit. I mean, there was like a couple times that I paid like $80 to get my shit reposted on like a page or some shit.
Right.
And I regretted it every time.
Why? Because it didn't really bring the following
No,
you
I
thought.
didn't really
It
do
never
shit.
does, man. It doesn't translate. Stop paying people, y'all. Except me. Pay me.
Yeah. Moral of the story is, kids, just don't show up to work, and you'll get everything you want.
Don't listen to Noah. Please, Lord, y'all do not listen to Noah. Take your asses to work until you meet the person to help you with your dreams.
Yep.
Do
Yeah.
you tell people that? I'm sure lots of people come to you saying, man, how can I get signed? How can I get signed? What do you tell them?
Tell him, dude, I don't fucking know. I don't like it's great. It just happened. Like it was just the universe sometimes just happens. And I feel like I was lucky. Like I was literally just lucky.
Not lucky. Luck doesn't exist. It's hard work and consistency. Because if you didn't play your music, if you didn't have no new songs, if you weren't already working,
That's
you weren't
true.
gonna get signed.
That's true. It's very true.
You gotta keep working because sometimes it sort of feels like all I'm doing is working and can't nobody hear me. No one's listening, and you
Yep.
get real discouraged. I've definitely been there.
Oh yeah, plenty.
I have a Rolodex of music. Not that I ever plan on putting anything out there, but I used to go into the studio and record my air checks. That's instead of a
Oh,
song, we do air checks. So we send out our voice and literally us talking, and that's how we get jobs. So I used to be in there and I get bored with my air check and I throw on a beat from YouTube and I just start rapping on it. And I'm sure if I kept going 4 years, 5 years later, I might be pretty nice.
100%. And like that's like when I first started, like the only reason I feel like I was even adequate at rapping was just because like
Do you say adequate?
yeah,
Great word.
thank you. But the only reason I would think I was even like up to par with like being able to make music was just
Yeah.
because since I was like in 7th grade, 6th grade, all I would do with my friends is literally go upstairs to my room. We had this amp with an aux cord, play YouTube beats, and just roast the shit out of each other.
Yes.
All we did.
Freestyle battles.
Yep. Moved to Atlanta, basketball locker rooms. If we had practice at 7, we would be, as soon as school ended, we'd be in the locker room till 7,
Freestyle.
going crazy. Going crazy.
You
Swear
want
to
to
God.
freestyle battle me? I'll take your ass out. Let me see. Let me find a raw ass beat.
Oh no.
My first line is, boy, you look like. I'll take somebody else's line. You know what? Maybe you could start that. Why don't you do freestyle battles in your life?
I don't know. I don't
You don't
know.
want your friends to hate you?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, they already hate you.
Yeah, I know, dude. These motherfuckers are evil. It's been a minute since I've done that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I've been.
You didn't forget. Trust me, it comes.
No, it comes back. I just need a blunt. That's all.
Yeah, for some reason when you're high, you could think better. You don't really get stubborn.
It's actually insane. There's like a very noticeable difference. It's insane, actually.
I know. So how much do you smoke?
Not a lot, actually. I'm like very moderate, like super moderate. With
So what's your moderate look like?
I'm a lightweight, dude. Like I mean, there was like a point in my life, of course, like when I first started that, like I got into it and I was like, yeah, everyday shit. But like, I can't do that shit. I start feeling groggy and foggy.
And go to sleep, wake up, it's nighttime. You like, Lord, where my day go?
Yeah, I can't do it. I can't even do it.
She said, let's all match then. Fuck you, man. Send out to Santiago. What's the dude? I'm sorry, Santiago. My bad, bro. Somebody said, did you shave your head? Take your cap off. Did you shave your head?
Yeah.
Have you always been this bold?
Rap Chris Daughtry, baby.
Did you just do that?
I did it. I did it in December.
Is this the first time you've debuted it?
No.
On your page, you don't have the naked head.
One of my videos, I'm bald in like the whole video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Somebody said, oh, yes, he did. Let's go.
Yeah, I did it. I let my niece and nephew do it.
Stop complaining with me.
Yeah, it was fun.
Are you kidding me?
Swear to God.
How old are they?
One is in 1st grade and the other is going into 8th.
Why? Why do you want to be bold?
Cause I feel okay, so I wasn't expecting to like it, but like when I did it, I was like, oh, like I feel like I was supposed to look like this. Like I don't know.
Well, your face didn't change, so yeah, you were supposed to look like that. However,
I don't know. I feel like I can rock it. I feel like some people can't, but I feel like I definitely can.
Okay, yes, I feel like. Well, first of all, I feel like everybody can rock a bald, but it's normally when they get into their 30s, 40s, 50s. They decide, let me do this. But young kids. They don't normally do that.
I don't know. I didn't.
What said, hey, I'm gonna taking it all off today?
Cause my hairline flew south for the winter, Miss Quick. That's why. I kept my thoughts to myself, and they kept building up in there.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, my head's so big, I can't lose my
Because your
mind.
hairline started to recede, you were like, F it, it's all gone.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. I'm getting ahead of the curve. Like, fuck it.
Okay, well, somebody go tell my husband that because his thing going all the way. And he's just like, nope, I'm
Yeah,
hanging on.
I had to do it. I had to do it. I love it, though. No maintenance. Just wake up and just Jordan.
Hit it again.
You got a suction on it. Speaking of Jordan, Last Dance is on right now. I didn't think anybody be in here.
What's that?
You haven't seen it? It's the Michael Jordan documentary that comes out every Sunday.
Oh, I don't have TV or cable.
Oh.
I'm a creative, so I don't like to watch stuff.
That's actually probably good.
Yeah, I like to I would have loved to show you. Hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, but I did it to be Jordan.
So I have started learning to animate.
Animate?
Yes,
like
it is.
Cartoon stuff?
Can't hear you. One sec.
Oh.
What'd you say?
Like cartoon stuff?
Yeah. And it takes a lot of time, man.
Yeah,
A lot of time.
I can't even imagine.
Well, let me tell you, I'm about to show you this creation that I did. This is my son.
Yo,
Eating a cookie.
what? You did that on an iPad?
Oh, yeah. This is Adobe Fresco for anybody who's learning how to animate. It's really dope. It's a great, great painting tool.
Wow.
And I use Adobe Draw, too. So anyways, like I'm always in a whole bunch of stuff. So I choose not to watch television unless it's Netflix, because at night sometimes I'll just curl up and binge watch something.
Yeah, I need that shit to fall asleep too sometimes.
So that's where all my followers, because usually it's popping on here. So I'm like, dang, they don't fuck with Noah. But they're probably watching Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. They had the Jackson one already. It was terrible. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't see it.
Do you believe Michael Jackson did that?
I don't know. Did you see the Dave Chappelle shit on it? You see it?
I love Dave Chappelle. I watched his stand up, and I'm gonna be honest with you. When Chappelle talk real, when he say stuff that make people go, you can't say that. I love it.
It's the best.
I think it's awesome. I'll be like, Chappelle, even though I may not agree, say that shit.
Date it. Dude, comedians is like, it's a dying breed. Like, they're like, the PC shit is like, I feel like comedians can't even fucking exist anymore.
I know, isn't it so sad? But honestly, maybe it was getting a little out of hand, people killing themselves and stuff like that. But at the same time, if we can't say nothing ever, I might kill myself. I want to express myself, and I'm very expressive.
I feel like being able to laugh about stuff is what makes it okay. I feel like it makes shit a little less serious, and it makes things a little less hard. I feel like we all like, everything can be funny in a context. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like we should be running away from that.
Because why? Do you think about that when you're writing your music? Like, oh, I can't say that because they're gonna kill me if I say that.
I mean, to an extent, but not crazy amount. Like, I'm not like saying fucking shit like Eminem used to say and shit like that. But like,
okay, he'd be like, I just fucked the little person and I put him in my trunk. Now they walking in my back. I'm about to fuck his mama next. You go, what?
Yeah,
you can't say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's very, very, very vile. And I wonder if he would have been himself in this time. Do you think he would have been less crazy?
No.
You don't think so? If they would have crucified him?
I think he already was crucified. Like, he had so many lawsuits.
Not how we are. No, I'm talking about when people are sending you death threats in your DM. When people are literally down your throat telling you how much they hate you. It's too in your face now. Like, even stuff I say, people make me go, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely... They probably wouldn't have been. You're right. He probably wouldn't have went to the extent he did back then. Obviously, I mean, even some of the shit Biggie was like. If you heard the song "Dead Wrong" with him and Biggie, they're saying some fucked up shit on that. I feel like that probably wouldn't slide today.
What do you mean, like racist or sexist or something like that? Or
you should listen and be the judge of it. But I just feel there was a looser construct on like what the fuck could be.
People were saying all kind of stuff. Now, if you say even one, did you watch that show Love Is Blind on Netflix?
No.
You haven't seen it? So we only have a minute and a half. The Instagram cuts you out, but There's this part on Love Is Blind where a bisexual guy is dating a straight woman, and then he comes out to her that he's bi, and then she snaps on him like, "How you didn't tell me?" Blah blah blah, and then everyone's calling her homophobic. What do you think about
Crazy.
that?
I don't know. I mean,
He said I shouldn't have to tell you. That's what he said.
he was bi, and then so like after
And then he was
this is the show where they can't see each other, right?
right, and then they finally met each other. He was like, "I got to be honest with you. You know, I have dated men, blah blah blah." And she was like, "What the? You dated men?" He was like, "You can't judge me. You shouldn't be asking me. I shouldn't have to tell you."
That's fucking stupid that she got mad.
Oh, hilarious! I think it's fucking stupid that he thought he ain't have to tell her.
Well, so he didn't tell her until like they were like together, type shit.
And then he said, "I don't have to tell you."
Yeah. So yeah, that's not like the ice. If like you gotta tell someone, if someone's gonna be like romantically involved with you, you should. That's something you should get out in the open, probably.
Just a full disclosure, right? But they
Yeah.
were mad at her because
So
they're
they were
like,
already
"You don't
dating.
have to
Like,
tell you."
did they?
They were engaged.
They were engaged.
Engaged.
So
we
yeah,
have 10 seconds.
That's a whole different ball game.
Shout it out. Anything.